Peace, family. I just wanted to take a minute of your time just to share something with you. Regardless of everything that's going on out here in the world right now, you can remain positive through it all by deciding that that's where you want to be. With social media and everybody in the news and everything that's going on, we're all finding ourselves backed in the corners and even finding ourselves questioning everything that's going on in our lives. We're turning to our beliefs, we're turning to our friends, we're turning to our families. But in times like this, we can't seem to find that silver lining in the clouds around us. And honestly, it's having an effect on everybody that's around you. If you look around, everybody's down, everybody's sad, everybody's looking for some hope. And honestly, it takes you and I to be that hope, that inspiration, that lifeline to help one another out in times like this. I'm not saying that I'm not affected. I'm not saying that people around me are not affected. But even in times of adversity, it takes a strong individual to be able to stand strong for everybody that's around them. Given the climate that we have going on in this country right now, there's political mess, there's social mess, there's economic mess. If we continue to focus on the mess, you won't be able to help yourself but stay in that mess. So in order to avoid going in the rut, I want to encourage you right now to just stop for a minute, take a deep breath, search within yourself. I don't know what type of practices you have. I mean, everybody has their practices or their rituals or things that they do in order to get their day going. But I found for myself, I make time for myself to be able to just be quiet and focus on the positive things in life. The positive things, I read positive things, I try to listen to as much positive as possible, and I steer clear of negative people. Just these simple practices alone help my day to progress in a way that is just, I'm not going to say that there's no bumps in the road during my day, but for the most part, when I look at the people that are around me, I'm on a level that's a little more elevated than what they are. And it's not that I'm better than them or that I'm even more than them, but I choose to operate on a higher frequency than they're operating on. Most people are used to sitting in a place of, I won't say mediocrity, but they're just sitting around listening to the thoughts and opinions of others. And when you do that, you find yourself taking in all of this stuff. As you take in the thoughts and opinions of others, your opinions and your thoughts get drowned out in this whole process. Once your thoughts are drowned out, you find yourself basically at their whim. You're pushed to and fro, and you just can't find the place that you're going. So what I want to encourage you to do is take that time, refocus yourself daily. Sometimes you may even have to take your lunch break at your job and just get in your vehicle and just sit down and say, you know what? All of this stuff that's going on between work and everything else, I just need a few minutes to myself. Sit down, close your eyes, take a deep breath, focus in on you. Find you some music that inspires you. Nothing that brings you down. Play only upbeat music, things that are going to get your brain vibrating on a level that's in a positive way. It's something that's going to push you forward. And when you come back out of your, as some people call it, prayer closet, I just call it my truck. But I'll sit out here and I'll get myself together. When I walk back in the office, it's like my day started all over again. And I'm in a good mood. It makes people look a little funny because I'm smiling and I'm happy. But my peace and my joy doesn't come from those around me. My peace comes from within. Once you're able to tap into yourself and you begin to know how to on the spot make a correction to readjust your day back into the path that you had destined for that day, you can then have that come from within you and radiate out and resonate to others. You'll start noticing that people, all of those negative people, they can't stand to be around someone who's constantly positive. And that's a good thing. That works out in your advantage. You know, once you're able to say, you know what, this is me, accept me. If not, you're going to move around. And I'm okay with that. You know, once you're okay with yourself, you'll be okay with people moving around from you. So I've said all of that to say this. Given everything that's going on right now, find your peace within yourself. Once you make peace within yourself, it's a lot easier to make peace with the world. And right now, this world needs some peace. So if we can all get on the movement to try to make peace within ourselves first, and then let that resonate out to everyone that's around us, we won't have any problems with moving forward and moving onward together and not divided. Because right now there is a big plan to have everybody divided, whether folks want to acknowledge it or not. And truthfully, they've been really successful with this plan. But a house divided is bound to fall. And whether we like it or not, we all have to live here together. So we're going to have to find some common things that binds us and keeps us together. And we're going to have to string them together, and we're going to have to work together in order to make things work while we're here. So again, I'll leave you with that. Search within, find that peace, find that love, because we all walk in love, and we all are love. So find that love within and let that love come out and help your brother and sister. And we're all here for each other. One love.